Hello everybody, today I'm going to show you how to make vegan like English muffins or like these kind. They kind of look like this. I've made them once before. So that is what I'm going to make today. So you will need 1 cup of almond milk, and you're just going to heat up all the ingredients in a small pot. So here's 1 cup of almond milk, and here's 2 tablespoons of sugar that's raw sugar, and 1 teaspoon of salt, and 1/4 cup of vegan butter. I use the Earth Balance butter. And so you're going to melt that up, and while that's melting, you are going to want to get another cup of water and put it in a bowl and put your active dry yeast. So that is what I'm going to do. Okay, so once your butter and salt and sugar is melted, you're going to take your 1 cup of warm water and put your yeast packet in kind of a big bowl and let that dissolve about 5 or so minutes. Just make sure there's no little granules on the bottom. Just make sure it's all dissolved. So then you're going to take the mixture that you just heated up on the stove and pour it in. And then you are going to take 4 cups of flour, which I already measured out, and you are going to put it in this mixture. Now I'm just going to kind of do like a little bit at a time, just so you don't have a flour facial. Okay, so here is kind of what the dough looks like. I kind of just kneaded it just a little bit. I'm impatient to sit there and wait and keep putting more and more flour on it, so I just take it out, and I find it a lot easier to get a ball or dough form or soft dough form when it's out of the bowl. See, as you can tell, it's still kind of sticky, so I'm going to add more flour on the board here, and I'm going to add more flour to where it's sticky and just kind of play around with it. This is the most fun. So again, if you have kids, they can help you do this, and it's kind of not so sticky anymore. I'm just going to add a little more dusting, and that is pretty much it. So you just kind of want to knead it, and to me, kneading is like taking a side and folding it over. That's what I call kneading, but I don't know. I'm not too technical in the baking department, so maybe kneading is completely different, but this is how I knead. Still kind of sticky, as you can tell, so I'm going to add some more flour on the bottom here. Get the sticky dough out. And this is pretty messy, so don't be afraid to get dirty. As you can tell, like, my kitchen is half doused in flour. your clothes get all floury, so don't be doing this in a, you know, a nice suit or dress or, you know. There we go. And I think that is pretty much a dough form. So you are going to take a kind of like medium-sized bowl, and this is already greased, which it means you take some butter, in this case vegan butter, and you just slather it on the bowl. So you just take a paper towel. You just take a paper towel and this is almost gone, but you take your butter, put it on a napkin, this is what I do, and just put it in here. Hopefully you can see. And that is what is greasing the bowl. So then you take it and you plop him in to the bowl, and you are going to let him rise for about an hour. So let him rise for about an hour, go do whatever you need to do, and it should be ready. So I'll check back with you in an hour. Okay everybody, so it has been an hour, and when your dough has rised, it will kind of look like this. So you just plop him out. Now if you greased it good enough, it shouldn't stick. So you are going to want to roll it out about a ½ an inch. Now I don't know what that looks like, so I just kind of guess. So get your rolling pin ready and start rolling. So once you've got your thickness, you are going to want to take, let me flour up the sides here, you're going to want to take a circle cookie cutter, or if you don't have one, just take a mug, and you're just going to use the top part, and you're just going to press them down. Here, I'll do it first. And I've noticed that you'll get some air in the cup, so you want to press down and kind of give it a little twist so it breaks up for you. And this is kind of what you want. Kind of a circle, but you kind of get what I'm trying to do. So that's what I use because I don't have cornmeal, but you could use cornmeal or flax, whatever you have on hand. And you're just going to put this on the cookie sheet and roll out your circles. And then when you do that, you are gonna want to let them rise again for about 45 minutes. Okay, so here they all are laid out, and my first rollout looked pretty thin, and then here's my second rollout. So this is probably the thickness that you want, probably like a fingertip. Yeah, these are a little thinner, but it's okay. They'll all turn out just fine. But the thickness you want is probably more towards this one. And not those, but yeah. So after you roll them out and cut them out, you are going to want to let them rise again for 45 minutes, and it says to cover them, so take some clean rags, dish towels, and lay them out on top of them. So I'm going to set my timer for 45 minutes so I won't forget. Okay, so after 45 minutes you will want to put them on a griddle, And as you can tell, I've already done some, so they'll kind of turn out like this. Kind of like the store-bought. Here's the store-bought, and here's the ones I made. Not too bad. Much better. I mean, these are much more healthier for you, and you know what's in them. So these are about done to flip. So I'm gonna flip them over, and they'll rise again slightly and puff up for you, and they will turn out like this. Look how delicious that looks. You can cut this open and have it with some jam or butter. That sounds really good right now. So that is how I make vegan English muffins. It's a pretty simple, easy recipe. I think the longest part of it is letting the dough rise for an hour and then letting it rise again for 45 minutes after you cut out your circles. So that is probably the longest time, but I think it's pretty worth it. And I made these on Sunday, and it is Friday, and I only had 2 left, and they got kind of moldy. So I decided to make them again, and they're super popular in my household, and my brother eats them like crazy, and my mom loves them, so they're super popular in my house, and I honestly can't tell the difference. But yeah, so that is how you make vegan English muffins. So thanks for watching. Bye.